Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start the course, I would like to introduce the Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village. The Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village is part of a project launched by the Busan IT Industry Promotion Agency, an umbrella organization of Busan, Korea. It was established to foster and support the information technology and culture technology industries in the region. The BIPA has promoted a variety of projects to nurture the IT industry, including the IoT-based smart city platform operation, the Cloud Innovation Center, the Busan VR/AR Convergence Center, and the Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village. It has also tried to grow, foster, and support the content industry by running an esports stadium, webtoon campus, and music studio, as well as holding G-Star, the largest game exhibition in Korea. For the Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village to significantly contribute to the development of the IT/CT industry, we will do our best to promote the project and ultimately enable Korea and Asia to become the global leader of the fourth industrial revolution. The Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village is one of the follow-up projects of the Asian ROK Commemorative Summit, set up for successful implementation of the Asian ICT Master Plan 2020 and mutual cooperation on 5G-based digital content. It was built in 2020 with a budget supported by the Ministry of Science and ICT and Busan Metropolitan City, and is now under the National IT Industry Promotion Agency. The Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village project aims to expand exchanges between Korea and Asia and pave the way for mutual growth by identifying and developing joint ICT projects with a focus on 5G and XR and providing marketing support. We established necessary infrastructure in 2020 and opened the center in July 2021. Since its commencement, we have actively run programs and worked with Asian. The village is located in Busan, serving as a venue for projects in 4 categories: production support, education program, Asian network building, and infrastructure provision. To begin, I would like to explain production support. Production support is provided for companies to identify promising Asian ROK joint XR projects, develop and verify such projects through a consortium, and ultimately commercialize them in Asian market. Production support is subcategorized into 2 types: project identification support and marketing support. The former is used to support Korean and Asian organizations and companies with $550,000 per project to jointly produce XR content such as VR, AR, MR, holograms, and multiplanar images, and then to build prototypes and verify the feasibility of services. We plan to choose some of the most brilliant cooperation proposals that you will be writing in this program to carry out next year after internal discussions. Since this is a wonderful opportunity to hear from you, your active participation is critical. The next project is education program. It aims to promote the utilization of various XR technologies, expand the basis for XR technologies in Asia and Korea, and nurture engineers and IT specialists. We offer education programs to help ICT talent to upgrade their skills by sharing and learning great XR technologies. This year, we provide theoretical and technical training on metaverse, 360 volumetric, holoportation, VR, AR, XR, and MR, etc. We are now making a new curriculum considering the needs of XR professionals in Asia and Korea. The curriculum will be available for Asian students starting from 2022, and we hope that it will help us to lay a great foundation for XR technologies. The next project is Asian Network. This includes the Asian ROK Professional Training Program on XR technologies, Asian ROK XR Cooperation Proposal Presentation, and the Asian ROK XR Conference, through which we hope to establish a cooperation system and lay the basis for XR technology nurturing, a joint project, and mutual growth. The Asian ROK Professional Training Program on XR technologies has been provided for people from ICT-related ministries, institutions, and associations to seek ways to boost XR cooperation between Asia and Korea. The cooperation proposals that you'll be writing in this program will be introduced to Korean companies that are interested in cooperation opportunities with Asian at the Asian ROK XR Cooperation Proposal Presentation. In addition, an Asian ROK XR Conference will be held at the Korea Metaverse Festival in December this year to help people better understand trends and exchange information on Asia's XR technology and metaverse industry. The Asian ROK network is not just for short-term projects, but for long-term demand identification process and collaboration efforts. Therefore, we expect that the Asian ROK ICT Convergence Village project will be further expanded to gain meaningful achievements. Hopefully, the network built through the project will also be utilized in future Asian projects even after project completion. To that end, your continuous support and interest is appreciated. Last but not least, we have infrastructure. Since construction was completed last year, we have continued to advance and upgrade the facilities and equipment to keep up with the changing demands and technological developments. Major infrastructure includes a 360 volumetric studio, which can scan a person or an object in all directions with 40 cameras and produce XR content through 3D rendering. An MR studio, which combines the virtual and the real world through interactive AR and immersive VR technologies. and a Wi-Fi user location tracking system that does not need GPS to provide location-based AR services through a 5G connection, and a system to measure the level of motion sickness through AR, VR, brain waves, and user database, and a hologram conference room with a HoloLens. Due to COVID-19, infrastructure has been mainly used by domestic institutions and companies. But beginning in 2022, we plan to fully utilize it for various Asian ROK cooperation projects. This ends the introduction. Amid the acceleration of digital transition and a surge in contactless communication spurred by the COVID-19 pandemic, we will put our best efforts to serve as an ICT cooperation hub and a bridge between Korea and Asia by facilitating active business interaction and people-to-people exchanges. This is the end of the explanation about the facility, and further lecture will be prepared. So please stay tuned.